In last week's video, I introduced this month's topic of how to win your ideal client, and I outlined the 7 crucial steps that you need to take in order to successfully win new business. In today's video, I want to focus on strategies 2 and 3, that is defining your sales funnel and working out the best sales and marketing strategies for you to do. So let's talk about the sales funnel. Now, hopefully you're familiar with this concept of a sales funnel, but if not, let's just quickly look at this diagram. At the top, the widest part, we have cold contacts who are your target customers but may not know much about you yet. Now, in the middle of the funnel, we have warm leads, and then loyal customers are dropping out the bottom. Now, to move contacts through the funnel, we need to first get them to know us by creating awareness. Second of all, we need to get them to like us by showing that we really understand the challenges and we can solve those challenges. And thirdly, we need to get them to trust us through case studies, testimonials, and the meeting process. When a prospect knows, likes, and trusts us, they will then potentially buy from us. Now, I want to break the sales funnel into 3 sections: top, middle, and bottom. The top of the funnel is where we create and build awareness. This is where we're introducing our services to a new audience. Now, this audience will match our ideal target customer, but they may not know much about us yet. And the types of activities that we'll do at this stage will include things like email marketing, PR, networking, SEO, etc. This is a stage where we're getting the audience to know us and we're building awareness. Now let's look at the middle of the funnel. This is the education phase where we are building empathy with our audience. The middle stages of your sales funnel need to focus on more in-depth, informative and education-based marketing. The types of activities that you'll do here will include detailed blogs, ebooks and gated content, speaking engagements, webinars, podcasting and so on. This is where you're getting your audience to like you and you're building empathy by demonstrating that you really understand some of the challenges they face, and you're starting to give them some ideas around the solutions to those challenges. In this phase, you should not be afraid of giving away content. Consider this: all the solutions to many problems already exist on the internet, and they could be found and pieced together, but your clients pay you to handhold them through that process, not to provide them with the information only. The third part of the sales funnel is where you are really focused on converting and making the sale. In this stage, you're getting your audience to trust you. Now, bear in mind that no one will ever buy anything, even a bottle of water, until they trust the brand. This is why cold calling really doesn't work anymore, because you have to take people through that know, like, trust journey. Now you've built awareness and you've demonstrated to your prospect that you understand the challenges they face and that you can solve them. The third stage of the funnel is to convert a warm prospect into a loyal repeat customer. At this stage, you're building trust with them. You'll be meeting them face to face, you'll be writing proposals, and you'll be attending pitches. So that's my brief explanation of the sales funnel and why it's so important. And I would really encourage you to sit down and create your own sales funnel so that you understand the journey. Now, the third strategy I want to talk about is working out the best 2 to 3 sales and marketing approaches that will serve you well. Now, whilst I don't have a crystal ball to tell me exactly what those should be for you specifically, I would encourage you to focus on only doing 2 to 4 activities and doing them really consistently and really deeply. I see many agencies trying something, not getting immediate results, so they stop and move on to the next new shiny object. And guess what? None of these really deliver for them. So if you decide, for example, that networking is your best approach for that top of the sales funnel activity, then make sure that you are identifying events that your ideal customer will attend and that you show up at those events consistently. Now, if you decided alternatively that blogging is the way forward, then create a content schedule and blog consistently. And the same is true for podcasting or anything else. And if you're using social media, then find those 2 or 3 channels where you can most efficiently get engaged with your target audience and schedule frequent social posts. I always think for smaller agencies that partnering with larger organisations is a great way to get in front of a bigger audience, as well as receiving referrals. Now, these partners should be servicing the same target market as you, but with a slightly different offering. Lastly, I want to say that one of the most valuable assets you'll ever have is your mailing list. And if you're not focused on building this list, then you're missing out on one of the best marketing strategies to generate inbound hot prospects. Your mailing list will be a list of target companies that you would like to work with. And the bigger your list, the easier it will be for you to convert some of those subscribers into customers. Now, I can't emphasize enough the importance of this, and I only wish I'd started growing my mailing list many years earlier than I actually did. Of course, once you have started growing your list, you then need to think about how often you mail to them and what content you send. I would suggest that you make sure that any content you are mailing out is predominantly value added rather than sales messages. I recommend that you focus on the ratio of 80% value and 20% sales. So that's the two strategies 2 and 3, your sales and marketing funnel and the 2 or 3 marketing tactics that you're going to do really deeply. In next week's video, I'm going to focus on the last 4 strategies in this 7 strategy series.